Welcome back, everyone. This is Akinar here with more Elden Ring, where last time we took down our first DLC boss, R'hllana, Twin Moon Knight. What an amazing fight. It was tough. This DLC, this DLC is going to be something else, but what an amazing boss design. What a way to set the stage for the remainder of our journey through the Shadow Realm. We're going to level up with the runes that we have earned. And, ooh, interesting. Okay, so I have switched back to the Black Steel Great Hammer. So it looks like we are not getting quite the gains from Strength as we do from Faith. Just slightly more damage from Faith. So, okay, Strength Faith build, go. I think, though, that's because I have switched the affinity on this. We can always retool at R'hllana, but I have switched the affinity along with the Ash of War, which I had. You get so used to using Destined Death and Blasphemous Blade and these other boss soul weapons, and you forget that a lot of weapons have access to Ashes of War, including Sacred Blade, which is kind of like a picture-perfect match made in heaven for this weapon, isn't it? We get a very nice, with the Sacred Affinity and the Holy Imbuement that we get from the Sacred Blade. That's a pretty nice looking damage number up there on that status sheet. So we're going to try it once again, and we are also going back to the Mixed Physic that has the what is it, the tier of the Deflecting Hard tier. I'm going to try to get good at this Spontaneous Guard thing. I was practicing it just a little bit off camera as I was poking around in the castle here to see if there was anything that we had missed. So I'm going to try to keep getting better at that technique as we go along here. But the other first order of business, or the next order of business, is to check in with some friends at the next Miquella Cross, as well as perhaps spend a little bit of time drooling once again, standing jaw dropped at the amazing Shadow Altus is a thing. Holy crap. Does that make this Shadow Leyndell? Questions to be answered still, but I think we might have found our friendly Leda, the Needle Knight. Needle Knight Leda, as well as perhaps, is that Hornsent that I see over there? Has he made the trek as well? Let's talk to Leda first. Let's actually first touch the cross.
Hello again.
Never mind.
Did you meet my compatriots? They're quite the congregation, from places as far and wide as you can imagine. Doubtless it'd have all come to blows at first glance, were it not for the charm kindly Miquella put upon us. This is what allows us to serve together, the work of a living God.
I think I was right. I think it feels okay. We theorized last time. We theorized a little bit about the Bewitching Branch. I had been reminded about the text on the Bewitching Branch. The fact that he compels the Empyrean Miquella. So many are fond of him, and yes, he has learned how he has learned to compel such affection. She says that they've been charmed by kindly Miquella, and that's how they're able to work together. Otherwise they'd all be at each other's throats, I suppose. Whoa, that is okay, interesting. Ask about the Hornsent.
Wondering about the Hornsent, are you? True enough. In any other circumstance, he'd be at our throats. Long ago, Queen Marika commanded Sir Messmer to purge the Tower folk, a cleansing by fire. It's no wonder the Hornsent holds the Erdtree in contempt. That aside, man is by nature a creature of conquest, and in this regard, the Tower folk are no different. They were never saints. They just happened to be on the losing side of a war, but it's still a wretched shame.
Okay, that connects a couple dots there. As we have, I think this is the tower in the background. Over there beyond this sort of barrier, this filmy barrier that the tower is behind. I think we have seen the tower in... Let's go ahead and leave the dialogue option here for just a moment and go to our painting that we've seen of the sacred tower. I feel like this matches up with what we're seeing in very, we're only seeing a very shadowy, obstructed version, but I have a feeling that that's the tower we're talking about. And of course, we know there's Bellarat, the tower settlement that we have briefly been to. So there is an entire tower up here to explore at some point. And we're going to be getting to that. We're going to be getting to that here. I just wanted to touch base. I wanted to try and find the person who gave us our introduction into the DLC, the Needle Knight. So we've done that. We have done that. I also am curious, do we have her armor set? The armor set that we picked up the first... Is it right here? The Oathseeker Night Helm. It's in the same category as Malekith's. That's kind of cool. If we put that on, do we look like her? That is the same helmet, isn't it? That's the same dang helmet. So she is... Now, we don't have her swanky... The schwanky cape that she's got. I don't think we do, at least. Let me put by order of acquisition here. Oathseeker. Oathseeker. Yeah, we don't have... Yeah, her outfit looks way better. Way, way, way better. We'll stick with our... we'll stick with Gravebird for now. So I think that's all that she had.
Captivated by kindly Miquella. It is what binds us together.
Utterly captivated by Miquella. Oh, shit. They've all been bewitched.
Wondering about the Hornsent. True enough. Long ago, a cleansing by no wonder that aside. And
right.
In this regard, they will never say they just happened to be, but it's still a wretch.
Okay, so the bit about Marika. Marika commanded Sir Mesmer. She specifically told him to go and burn down the tower and the tower settlement and the Hornsent. Why she did that, we don't know yet. But yeah, that'd be a pretty good reason to hate. You know, Marika is basically the Erdtree. She's the queen of the Erdtree. So yeah, you wouldn't really have much fondness in her direction. Okay. All right, so that's all there is from... Let me just get...
We are all utterly what binds us together.
Okay, so. I think we have also a Shadow Tree fragment here. Almost certainly to pick up. And now, what I was trying to do... I must have switched directions just barely there when I was trying to touch the cross and I ended up talking to Leda, but it's fine. Let's see... Ah, we do have some new words. Carved words coalesce. I abandon here my heart. A little bit different. He's just been regular average pieces of Miquella's body that he's, or his flesh that he has been leaving at each of these crosses. This one is his heart. This feels like a little bit more of a special cross, huh? Empyrean Blood Virgin. Did we touch the grace already? We did not touch the grace yet. Let's get that. And then, what do we have here? Oh, a new gesture. May the best win. And Monk's Missive. Okay, let's check out our new gesture, first and foremost. Let's switch out... What do we do here? Let's go ahead and switch out the cross-legged. These don't sort by order of acquisition. Yeah, you can't quite do that with the gestures. So I will have to do my best to find... Here it is. Test now, please. Okay. All right. That's the, when you're in the Shadow Realm, that is the ritual sign of let's duel to the death. May the best man win. Oh boy, who's this? Who this be? It's a Black Knight, isn't it? But on a horsey. Horsey Black Knight. Because they've got our hammer. And I also kind of want their shield as well. I think we might have gotten lucky. The fact that I'm wearing this Silver Scarab actually did get us a nice benefit by... I don't think it's a guaranteed drop that the hammer came in our direction. Okay, Cat Laser Brain. Wait, Hornsent. What's new?
You have a knack for timing, my fellow. I found the site of a new cross. Take this.
A new cross map. Okay, so he's gonna continue to give us these main objectives as we make our way across the Shadow Realm, it seems. And there we go. Check in inventory. Got it.
Mikola has said as much himself. He wishes now to throw it all away. He says the act, though undoubtedly painful, will sear clean the Erdtree's wanton sin. The truth of his claim can be found at each cross, which is evidence enough to earn my belief.
Wait, what? Are we talking about the act of him leaving pieces of his flesh? He's trying to sear clean the what of the Erdtree? The influence or the connection to the Erdtree?
Go to the misshapen tree of Umbra. In that forsaken place, blood must spill. The blood of your fellows, the Erdtree faithful. Go to the misshapen tree of Umbra. In that forsaken place, blood must spill. The blood of your fellows, the Erdtree faithful.
Definitely dialogue that I will be reviewing, as it doesn't quite make sense yet what it all means. I don't know where the hell the Tree of Umbra is. What is Umbra? I have questions. Let's check the cross map, I suppose. See where these are here. So, oh, interesting. Okay, so it looks like there are, using my mouse cursor here, we've got the 3 locations that we had found previously. They don't have the Mikola cross anymore. They just got kind of the, like, this little star symbol, I guess, to show that we found those. But now there is one down here to find. There is one up here, at the big castle of them all, the big capital of them all, the Shadow Capital. And then some others along the way. Okay. It says recently revised, a simple draft map drafted by a Hornsent. The crosses are akin to Mikola's footprints or gravestones, which mark what he's left behind. And then we have this monk's missive. A letter bearing a terse message and an illustration of a monk, his hands held together. Seek me to the east if you wish to pursue the way of the warrior. When you find me, you will challenge me to a bout. There is no need for words. Okay, all right. So we find a monk, and then we go to the east. We find a monk, and it's on. Boom. Okay, easy. Enough said. I wonder where that's going to be. Is it? Oh, we don't have a map yet. Okay. I know there's going to be a lot of people in the audience who are like, "Go get the map. Go get the map." However, those who are familiar with my playstyle know that I really do not like the feeling of leaving an area unexplored before, or unfinished before moving on to a new area. So, while we are touching base with a couple of our friendly NPCs here, we are not diving into Shadow Altus just yet. We have other fish to fry, and however, we are going to spend a little bit of time just looking around kind of this area, because we have this moon. One of the mysteries of the Ensis castle was the this moon dial that we could not reach. And I want to just take a little bit of time and see if there was perhaps an alternate path to get down to that moon dial. So we have a ghosty troll over there. And that answers my initial question here, is whether this is a river that we can traverse. Sometimes there are bodies of water on a map, like I think this one here. It's really just a kill box. This one, though, this is part of the world. So, I'm not looking to pick a fight with a big troll necessarily. There's also a turtle down there. But I do want to find a way down and across. So, and the music, the music in the Rolana fight was definitely the highlight of the DLC soundtrack so far. But the music just in the regular areas here of the overworld and the Castle Ensis, they do such a good job of this foreboding, this ominous, unsettling feeling that they do such a great job at communicating. I love it. I'm realizing that this actually looks like one of the 4 belfries. I think that's what we're looking at here, and we have a key. We have a key for one of those belfries. The question is this the only belfry, or do we actually have 4 of them? I think that's what I'm looking at here. Let's take a closer look. That's what it looks like. Now, there is no message this time. No clue to perhaps give us some idea of where this portal might be headed. Perhaps, what if that is the portal that we need, though, to get to this other part of the castle? Could that be how we access this moon dial? Because if we're not doing that, the only other way would be to, like, you know, there's a series of drops that we have to go through to get there. Well, do we see any other, like, we didn't get a title card for, like, Shadow 4 belfries? That's not what... I'm not seeing another as of yet. What I'm looking for right now is I'm just... Do I see another belfry where we could potentially use this key? Because, of course, I'm so indecisive, as always, about when to use... using items that are limited. I'm also trying to remember, I think we were here. I think this is where we were before, right? This was the Bell of Awakening, of course. And this was the bridge that we entered the castle from. Okay. So, however, we were not up here, obviously, because there's an item right there. And I think, obviously, well, it's beginning to look apparent to me that the way to get there is by dropping down. So now the only question is, where do we drop down? Because there could be multiple... Yeah, I think this is the moon dial over here, isn't it? So we can drop... We might have to do this multiple times to get all the things. We're going to start with the moon dial. But I think we have solved our mystery here. Assuming that I'm going to make non-lethal descents here. Be interested to see when they actually knock me off of Torrent. If at all. But we're going to enter into Castle Doctrine here eventually, aren't we? Because now, yeah, there's a chest right there, actually. Because now we are above a part that we were not able to... There it is. Goodbye, Torrent. Thanks for the ride. This is a part we were not able to access before. Cool. Okay, mystery solved. As often is the case in Elden Ring, you've got a question mark. You're not sure. Just keep playing. And the mystery may resolve on its own. Converted Fringe Tower, maybe not so much. But, you know, you can't win them all. Carrion Sorcery Sword. One of the Carrion Royal family's glintstone swords. A smaller piercing sword with a slender blade. Formerly used by the Carrion Knights of old before the full refinement of their sorceress combat techniques. This armament functions as a catalyst for glintstone sorcery when executing strong attacks. Dude. It's a thrusting sword. Is that also a new category of weapon? Maybe. Well, I mean, we have to have had thrusting swords before, right? I can check my weapons screen and see. I can answer my own question by going like this and then going like this. Of course. Clean rot, knights, swords, Rogers, rapier, of course. But you get to use this one as a staff as well. That's pretty sweet. And it looks like, oh, you actually, Impaling Thrust is stuck with this weapon. You do not get to switch out the Ash of War. Okay. All right, one of these days, maybe. I don't know if it's going to be this playthrough, because I really do love the Strength Faith build with all of our different miracle options, and then the big shield. I do love the Strength Faith build, but you know, we're getting up there in level. There may come a day where I all of a sudden have points to pour into intelligence or something, and we go in a different direction, or start branching out into new territory. Now, okay, now that I am up here, the moon dial's just right over there, so I just need to get up and over, don't I? Don't I just need to find a way to get up and over this? Is it as simple as just jumping up on this wall? What? There's got to be a way over this. There's got to be a way. Not over here, though, because this is falling back down to where I've been before. I thought for sure that this path was going to lead to the moon dial, but maybe not. Am I just being a complete... Hold on. Let me just... Torrent, come back. Torrent, come back. I need you. I need your help. There's got to be... I was definitely able, when I was poking back around, there were definitely, as I was poking back around Castle Ensis off camera, there were definitely walls that I was able, like this here. This has got to be it, right? Maybe not. No, I can't stand on those bags. No, I can stand on these, though. This is it. This has got to be it, right? Oh my god, though. I have to go all the way around. All right. All right. So if we made it down to the bottom of the royal capital, if we made it all the way down to the Three Fingers, the Lord of Chaos can do this, right? This is like, this is nothing compared to the descent below the capital. This is fine. I probably don't even have to be so particular about this because can I do have to jump. Can't just keep walking. It does make you jump over these little gaps. I think we're doing it though. I feel like we're doing it. Just make sure I don't do anything dingus-like. And I think we're almost home free. Oops. Actually, should I have tried walking around a little bit more there? Hopefully there wasn't an item hiding around that ledge. I don't think so. I think we made it, though. Yay. Is this another batch of Starlight Shards? So it is. Okay, let's go. Cool. Okay, so mysteries are being resolved here. Is there anywhere else to... Oh, maybe. Anywhere else to descend. There's another portion of the ledge down here. What else do there be to find? Oh, wait a second. I think we're falling down to a place that we've been before. Because this is the waterfall over here. And there was this little path that went off to the side. I feel like we are navigating down to a place that we've been before. That rooftop we have been to. And then I think we have crossed paths with these birds that are below us. I'm going to go... I don't see any items, so I think this just might be... nothing more to this than just connecting us to a part of the castle that we have already been before. Just making sure, though, there's no, like, very well hidden little cave entrance or something. But I think that's about it. I think that's all she wrote. there is this little... Can I make this fall? I think this is just... Jump over to get this side first. Yeah, okay. This is that little hole that we fell into. Came out of this passageway with the zombie dogs down there. Okay, so now that we have gotten our bearings and checked off the starlight shards here, let's remove this marker. Now I want to go back and check this area. So let's make our way back over to the High Road Cross. This is cool. This is cool. It's always nice after... The great thing about Elden Ring, you do have these fantastic, amazingly fun, but also very stressful boss fights and other challenges. But you get to intersperse those with this just unbelievably well done world exploration. It is just, it's insane how good this is. It really is. The phenomenal level design, world design. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how many hours, countless hours, sleepless nights that the team at FromSoft goes through during the production cycle of these games. I'm sure it is a more work than I can really... that I would care to think about. That I would definitely not be super thrilled about doing myself. But boy, the people that do put in that work and those hours, it is certainly to our benefit, and I am more than grateful for it. I'm kind of feeling like this is a... I'm uncertain about this as a... whether this is going to be a death, but I also don't know how else I would get to this platform. So, down we go. Okay. Always... I've never gotten completely comfortable with falling distance in Elden Ring. To this day. We are, I think, going to jump through that belfry portal soon enough here, but I wanted to make it down to this item first. Graveclaw Ward 4. Alrighty. Some interesting little connections that we're making here. There's even more to the castle that's over on this side. It's really a fascinating bit of design, the way this castle has been laid out, the fact that it's fractured and that you have to access it through so many different ways. I'm not even sure if this is one of those ways. I think maybe this is accessed via exploration from this side, which is part of what I have on today's agenda to cover. So, I guess we're warping back, assuming I don't see anything else that catches my eye here. I think we are at the end of the road. So, and I think this is, yeah, this is just dropping down to part of the world that we already explored, and there's the Black Knight. Okay. Okay. One more time. Back to the Needle Knight. And now we're going to see about a portal. We don't know where the hell this portal goes. This should be fun. I'm sure this won't get us into any trouble or derail my well-laid plans for exploration today. I'm sure it's going to be perfectly in line with my idea of a chill, relaxing day playing Elden Ring. At some point, we'll tussle with this troll when we officially embark or begin our adventures here in Shadow Altus. These are just Shadow Altus preliminaries for now. Use Imbued Imbued Sword Key. Yes, please. Where, oh where are we going? YOLO. 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 Ancient ruins of Rao? For a moment, I thought maybe we got transported underground. But it looks like we just got taken a little ways away to another part of the overworld. I don't know if there's going to be an underground. It hadn't even crossed my mind yet. Oh no. Oh no. Ooh, I said I was not looking for a stressful challenge. This looks like a stressful challenge. Boy, you've got some badass looking swords and some horns. Everybody around here, all of y'all are a bunch of, everybody's so horny. Okay. Look at this view. It does feel like we've got a slightly more like moonlit sky in this area. There is a site of grace up there. Should we try to bank that? Or are we just warping on out? I think I might just be warping on out. We're gonna put a pin in this one, guys. I know there's just fight, just go in. I don't want to do it yet. Am I allowed to warp away though? I think so. Okay, I just wanted to take a peek. That's it. I just wanted to take a little peek-see. This is, we can mark this as scary. Scary, horny motherfucker over here. And with that, we will turn our attention now. It's going to be so exciting getting into a new area eventually. But for now, what I want to do is there are a couple, I want to kind of just explore up and down this area. There is an interesting looking location on the map here at the edge of our discovered territory. And there's also what looks like could be a notable location up here. And I'm curious if we can even navigate up to it. So we're going to start by, we're going to warp to the castle front and make our way south. Just find what we can, explore, try to execute some spontaneous guard counters. I think I activated this already. Practice our new technique that we've been given access to here in the DLC. And yeah, just see what we can find. And knock some shit down in the process. Try to go about our normal thorough exploration through, I was gonna say the lands between. It's not the lands between. The Shadow Realm. Now, did we explore, I feel like this was one tent over here that we did not explore. And there might be a few other tents in this settlement that I have not got to yet. Let's go ahead and take out the zombie dog. And then I'm just going to go ahead and drink my flask of Wondrous Physic. And I'm going to see if this guy will actually engage in combat with me. To see if I can start noticing a difference in my guard counters. Supposedly our guard counters are supposed to be enhanced if we can execute this spontaneous guard. So I was testing it out a little bit against the enemies. Oh, there are a bunch of y'all up here. There are a bunch of y'all. Sacred Blade time. You you got so lucky there with the torch in your way. The torch, the little campfire, that had. Now these guys are not. I'm not gonna be able to guard counter you all, so we're just gonna have to settle for regular old jump attacks. Oh, there is a chest. There is a chest here. Come on, come on. Most of y'all are so stinking weak, like it doesn't really matter if we're doing spontaneous guards against you, but I want to see if we can get it done and work on our technique. I think I was way too early that time, but I definitely noticed when I was testing this out against Fire Spark Perfume Bottle. We'll check that out in a second. Against some enemies back in Limgrave. I went back to Limgrave to test out spontaneous guard, and it did seem like there were a few instances where I was getting increased damage from my guard counter. But it also did seem pretty tricky to actually to get the timing, you know? It's like parry timing. It takes a little practice to actually get good at it. Maybe we did go through this encampment. Maybe we did go through here, but I definitely did not get that chest if we did. So, okay, there's a new bit of territory that has been covered. Now, I want to get to this location. It's right down here. Okay. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on, man. Oh, I'm out of mana. I'm out of mana. They have the glowy eyes, which indicates bonus runes? Question mark? Oh, missed the backstab. Okay, come at me. Come at me here. Too late. Too late on the guard. Oh. Okay, I think that might have been it. It's a little tough to tell, other than the fact that that was a lot more damage that time on that guard counter than we had a moment ago. So I think I might have gotten a spontaneous guard there. Just some fireflies in here. Okay, so this is just the tail end of the settlement. Don't think I've been here. I don't think... Oh, I need to actually heal. I'm a little low on health here. Let me actually heal. Hold on. First things first. I think that time we got the guy in the middle of... when you hit him in the middle of their own swing, they're more vulnerable. There is a little encampment over here that we have not checked yet. Okay. I do wish the range on Sacred Blade was a little bit better. Let's try that again. Oh, I'm way too early. Way too early on the guard counter there. It's going to be a work in progress. Not the guard counter, but the spontaneous guard is what I meant to say. Going to be a work in progress. But let's keep practicing, because... Oh, I think my flask did finally run out. I think my flask finally ran out. It lasted a long time. When I was doing when I was doing... When these guys charge up, when they get their little war cry going, they got a fun little moveset that's pretty powerful. But I was gonna say my Flask of Wondrous Physic lasted pretty long when I was doing my testing in Limgrave. But it is still only a Flask of Wondrous Physic. So spontaneous guards, we'll have to wait until we bench again. I was gonna say, when is this guy gonna attack me? Shit! Oh my god, dude. That move, the Horaloo stomp. The Horaloo stomp is an interesting potential lore connection. I suppose these guys could have... I'm not sure yet whether we're dealing with Tarnished. Are these all supposed to be Tarnished? Were the Hollows and stuff that we were fighting against in the Lands Between, were they Tarnished? I still don't really know that, if I'm being honest. Don't know for sure. Oh, this is the way that I wanted to go. This is the road. Yeah, I wanted to make my way up to... We've got a ways to go here still. Going to keep checking the map and making sure that we're on the right road. Poison Swamp. So, looking forward to Poison Swamp. Check this little side path here first. There's a Site of Grace. Yay. And a Michaelis Cross? Huh. Okay, that actually reminds me. I forgot to do this, but we need to go and check in at the previous Michaelis Crosses to get some updated dialogue from folks. But this looks like a new person. A new perfectly willing and under no compulsion by anybody to be here. Look at this outfit though. I think they are wearing a mask. And then they have... This is incredible. Are there... It almost felt like there were feathers. But maybe it's just really long, feathery hair. That's a very cool outfit. Hi!
Oh, hello there. Are you the Tarnished? Lady Leda spoke of you. Another Tarnished. Guided here by Miquella the Kind. My name is Thiollier. I too am Tarnished, and here on kindly Miquella's account. So, well, here's to new beginnings, I suppose.
Thiollier. I never would have pronounced... I'm so glad that you said your name and pronounced it for me, because there's no shot that I was going to say that right. And I might still have trouble. Thiollier.
I'm sorry. But, well, I'm not much good at anything is all. I'm as weak as a kitten and thick as two planks. I've always been this way, since the very day I was born. I'm afraid the only thing I'm proficient in is poison. Sorry.
Okay. Reminds me a little bit of Roderica. Roderica, wasn't she very down on herself as being very useless before being enlisted as a spirit tuner? But, okay. It does look like... Oh, I forgot we picked up an item that we need to check. You've got poison, though. Oh, my goodness. No wonder you're next to the poison swamp. No wonder you are next to... What exactly are all these things that you have here? Poison grease, yep. Poison stone clump. Some of these items we are, I think, familiar with, but some may be new. Toxic mossling. Round and plump like a darling infant. Get out of here. What the hell is that? Oh. Deadly poison perfume bottle, which I cannot use. Because I don't have 18 arcane. I need one more point in arcane. Is this supposed to be a weapon? That's what it looks like. This is a new type of weapon, perfume bottle. This one's been customized by Thiollier. Attacks release perfumed powder, producing deadly poison. There are some techniques of the perfuming arts that employ poison. Upon learning of this, Thiollier threw himself into mastering those techniques, and he made them his own. Deadly poison spray. What the heck? What the heck? We can also sell stuff to you. Cool. Let's check the item that we picked up. Because I forgot. I guess we picked up a few items. Sorry, I've been ignoring things like this swift spear that we picked up. Okay. Nothing crazy about the swift spear, looks like. And some mesmer soldier greaves. Good stuff. Some perfumer robes. Robe of an Erdtree capital. We never picked up any of these before, huh? Erdtree capital perfumer. Thick front apron embroidered with a depiction of the Erdtree. Proof of mastery of the apothecarial arts. Its weight symbolizes the onus of both pride and responsibility. And then Fire Spark perfume bottle. It is a weapon. This is... what? Perfume bottle made into a weapon by perfumers of the realm of Shadow. Attacks release perfumed powder producing sparks of fire. The crusade was a violent purge and the perfumers were not called there to heal. And the skill is kick. What? Excuse me? Also, please do not... bear with me, folks, as last time I mentioned, I am battling a bit of a head cold, and I am still doing so. So there's just a little bit of congestion here and there that we're battling through today. But maybe a little perfume is exactly what we needed. Huh. So this is an interesting concept. Having this sort of a... Oh, you can just see... Look at the little... the two little perfume bottles here that we're holding in our... They're so tiny. They are so... Okay. All right. I honestly, not too impressed by this one. But I guess, hey... throw the kick at him. Throw the kick at him. We're bringing... Hey, if we're going back to DS1... The DS1 playthrough, I don't have, unfortunately, I don't have the footage from DS1 other than some select highlights from when I was streaming. And, however, one of the ongoing memes from the DS1 playthrough was the accidental kicks. Because in DS1, the only kicks that I could do were never on purpose. And it was so, it was such a part of the playthrough that we turned it into an emote. And I think I might actually add it as an emote here on the channel. We'll see. Perhaps that will already be done by the time this video is out. Scatter Tree Fragment. Oh, we probably have a power-up available to us, as well as some Empyrean Blood Burgeons. Okay, there we go. So a nice little find here. Let's see if you had any other dialogue before we...
So, what can I help you with?
Okay, we've got our wonderful poison vendor down here. Eventually, I will be picking up that poison perfume bottle just for the sake of completion. But we'll let you hold on to that for the moment. There it is, Shadow Realm Blessing time. Leveling up with 2 Shadow Tree Fragments. Let's go. Need as much help as we can get in damage negation and dealing damage. It does a nice... Let's actually... We're gonna take this guy out of here. Let's go back to... I should have checked the before and after stats. on the weapon page here, up to 1058, and then if I buff this up, this is now at 1175. Cool. Excellent. Let's also check in, as I just said that I wanted to do. Let's go and do our NPC sweep. Let's check with the folks. Hornsent has moved on and left Freya behind, but let's check with each of them here to see what is new, if anything.
In battle, you can be sure I'll hold my own.
Nothing new with Freya. Freya's just waiting for the fight. Tell me when it's time to fight, and I'm there. In the meantime, don't bother me. Go away. That's basically like she wasn't saying it out overtly, but that was the subtext. Sir Ansbach, and more. Let's check in with them.
Righteous tarnished. What brings you here?
Nothing new there. Okay, so he's not reacting to us finding Leda.
Righteous tarnished.
He did react before to... What did he react to before? There was some other text. I'd have to review what we talked about previously.
Welcome. Oh, I know. Give this to Thiollier.
Oh,
He asked me to find it.
oh,
I finally found it.
nice. Black syrup? Something more asked to be delivered to Thiollier. An ebony black syrup held in an unglazed jar. More asked that this be delivered to Thiollier. An unknown liquid apparently gathered and aged by the forager brood. Oh god, this was from the kindred of rot. I'm just gonna take this black syrup and throw it on the ground. Okay. I guess, all right, more is too nice. More is too good of a friend. Boy, it is raining cats and dogs all of a sudden. I won't be throwing your stupid kindred of rot. I'm sorry, forager brood syrup on the ground. I will take it. I will take it to Thiollier as requested after I check in once more with
We are all utterly captivated.
the rest of the
by
crew.
kindly Mick, it is what binds.
Okay, same things there. I wouldn't have expected anything new from them just
Go
right
to
away,
the
but you never know.
shaken Tree of Umbra in that forsaken blade.
Okay, all right. Forsaken Tree of Umbra. Thiollier, I have a thing. Please take it off my hands. I'm not even going to ask any questions. This is from Moore, and that's the only reason I'm doing it, because Moore's cool. The people he chooses to do business with, I have questions about. But Moore is okay in my book.
So, what can I help you with?
Give black syrup. Let's go.
Oh? What's this? I have to say, Sir Moore has an awfully sharp eye, doesn't he? It's wonderful. This ebony, as lustrous as the night sky unending. I don't think I could ever thank him enough, but I'll have to think of something.
Oh no, I said I wasn't going to ask any questions. Oh, all right. You all, this is just for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and turn my headphones down here, and I'm not going to read anything. I don't want to know. Okay, fine. Ask about black syrup.
Forgive me. You two deserve your share of the reward. I'll mix up something special. If you find yourself weary of the weight of this life, then just give me the word. Sleep is a balm. An eternal sleep is an elixir.
Oh my gosh. I'm weary of life. Oh boy. Eternal sleep. Wait a second. This conversation took a turn. Well, of course we're playing a video game here and I must know, but, uncertainty.
Is that so? Then take this. This concoction can coax even the oldest of dragons to sleep.
Ooh.
For you, it will grant the sweetest slumber for all eternity.
Could I also just use it on a dragon? Can I do that? Thiollier's concoction. Causes immediate death if imbibed by an ordinary human. An ebony black concoction mixed by Thiollier. Excuse me? A condensed... Oh, this is a word. Somniferous. I think, like, I think that is, like, insomnia. It's related to sleep, right? So it's an elixir that induces sleep. I don't know, I've never heard that word before in my life, but in this case, I can figure it out, I think. A condensed somniferous elixir purported to be capable of putting even an ancient dragon to sleep. For an ordinary mortal, a single sip would assuredly result in swift and certain death. Thiollier thought of Saint Trina's sleep when he created this. But the ebony sleep he concocted had not the sweetness of nectar, nor the gentleness of rest's embrace. Okay, what a weird item. Something tells me we're not actually supposed to use this on ourselves. Now, maybe we are, right? Like, okay, it could kill us, but what if it kills us and takes us to, you know, some special place in the Shadow Realm? That you have to die before you can be, I don't know, transported to this, not the afterlife, but some other, who knows? Maybe it is something we have to use in order to access another part of the game. I don't know. I'm just guessing wildly off the top of my head right now. Or it's an item that we actually do use to put an ancient dragon to sleep or something similar. We give it to somebody or something and it has some effect somewhere. That's what it feels like is much more likely. So I'm not going to be drinking this anytime soon myself, but that's an interesting item. That is, hey, it came from the freaking Kindred of Rot. So what do you expect? What do you? I should have known. I should have known. That's why I knew it. I should not have asked any questions. Ignorance would have been bliss. Oh, it's one of these guys. One of these guys is here. Hold on. We don't do well on horseback against you. I'm gonna drink my flask of Wondrous Physic. Dang, he gets away from the guard counter. Nah, there we go. There we go. Nice. Nice. I was trying to do spontaneous guard. Oh, I forgot to do Sacred Blade. Forgot to power up my hammer. Okay, so these enemies, maybe they're Hornsent, but they are lurking around. This is the second one that we found. We knew that was not going to be a one-time enemy, right? It's only a matter of time before we cross paths again. This weapon, this hammer though, with the Sacred Affinity and with the Holy Imbuement, is definitely feeling a little more up to snuff. I'm liking how this is feeling. Now, can I swing it the right way to actually kill the shadow zombie dog with glowing eyes? That's another question. Alrighty. There is still also... Right, we have this whole lower area to explore still, but even farther down in this riverbed, we have to explore. Oh my god, they've done it, right? They've just made a complete whole new lands between. And it's called the Shadow Realm. That's the impression I'm getting in terms of the eventual full size and scope of the Shadow Realm. I really don't know for sure, but I'm getting the sense that we are only just like when we were just getting started in Limgrave, that we are only just scratching the surface. Glowworms. There are glowworms here. which means there's probably an Everjail, or what was it called? A nameless mausoleum? Oh!
A bloody ruin. The pain. The exquisite pain.
Exquisite pain. For a second, I thought, I thought that the bush back there was talking to us, and I thought we had another Bach situation. We actually are healing him. I was doing this as a joke. I was doing it as a joke, like, here, let me give you a trickle heal. This will solve the problem. It's actually healing him, I think.
The pain. Bale! Vile Bale! Oh, terror incarnate! There is life in me yet! I will soon feast upon your heart! Mark my words! You too shall know fear!
Bale. Okay, who the heck is Bale? I'm so shocked that my trickle heal did not actually solve all your problems. This guy's really going through it, isn't he? Oh my goodness. Got a glove. Oh, he's actually got several sets of gloves. Or singular gloves. Tied to his back. Okay, I don't know what happened to your legs, but apparently... probably Bale? Vile Bale was involved? Is that who's in the nameless mausoleum? Now, I thought there was going to be a nameless mausoleum. We've got these glowworms. I kind of just took them to basically be the same, like the Shadow Realm equivalent of the glowworms from the Lands Between, but I didn't actually try to attack them. I mean, Whoa! Okay, that is a slightly different reaction. That is a, oh my god, that is a ever so slightly different reaction than the, holy shit, dude. The glowworms that just basically, the worst that ever happened with those guys in the Lands Between was that they laid around as landmines that we could set off as we passed on by. These guys react a bit more, in a bit more of a hostile fashion. Okay, let's try that again. Woo! Oh my goodness! Oh, holy shit! You should see the expression on your face. Oh, I was gonna guard counter. I was gonna try to trigger a guard counter. Go for it! Come on! Come at me, bro. Come at me. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh. How did it miss me? How did it miss me? Alright, what do you drop? Brave Glove Wart 3. Interesting. Wow. Well. Oh, Elden Ring is the best. It is the best, isn't it? Now, presuming that there is actually a nameless mausoleum somewhere, where would it be? Would it be to the left, or would it be to the right? Let's go down this path to the right, first of all. Do I need to sit at the site of grace? I will sit at the site of grace, simply to replenish my flask of wondrous physic. And, dude is still laying in the road.
No more. I am sorry. I repent.
Oh, this is new.
Come no closer. Oh, the horror. Please. Savage me no further.
This dude is seeing things, I think. Seeing some things that we are not.
Please. Spare me your cruelty.
Okay, I'm actually, because of that progression there, I'm going to sit at this site of grace one more time. One more time just to see. Is this guy just going through an ordeal that we need to progress all the way to its end?
Pain.
Now this sounds like what we first heard.
My arms.
Yeah,
my
okay.
legs, each lies a bloody ruin.
Does he cycle his text if we sit at the side of grace?
The pain. The exquisite pain.
What the hell is going on here, man? I'm gonna sit at the side of grace one more time. It is interesting that the text flipped, seemingly flipped his dialogue. But now it looks like it's back to this exquisite pain, exquisite pain. Okay, okay, let's move along here. Let's keep things going. I have noticed, we'll see if we can track down this vile Bale, but I'm noticing the headless dragon communion statues are up here. What's going on with that? There is also one of our stone armored birdie friends over there, and there are other of those friends. Oh my gosh, that was super effective. Okay, holy sacred beam is the way to go against the stony birds. Good knowledge. I feel like we're about to get into a fight with a dragon. I've got dragon communion on the mind. Invaded by ancient dragon man. What the fuck? Ancient dragon man. What in the actual hell? I'm just gonna switch to something that is more useful than the silver scarab. Ancient dragon man? Oh, I hate that you roll away from my guard counters, though. Nope. I'm trying to do the spontaneous... Oh, no! Shit! Shit. That time we got him. Ooh, okay, now we're talking. I'm trying to do these last-minute spontaneous guards, but that means sometimes we are not blocking. Okay. Ancient Dragon Man. Okay. I mean, Elden Ring does... I feel like this is just... Like... They showed us, right? They showed us the statues with the dragon. We've seen the headless dragon communion statues before. It felt only natural that we were gonna have a fight with a dragon, right? Little did I know. Classic FromSoft, they sort of tell you what's coming, except then they pull a massive twist. They throw in the twist that only they that only they can... Okay. Was that Bale? Was that Bale? Let's go find out. I thought you were dead for a second. He's still talking about exquisite pain. Do we need to sit at the side of grace? And then that gives us a progression to his dialogue? I think it's still the same. So that might not have been the guy. It was not the guy. Okay. There's more to the story here. We'll go down this path because it does look like this is a path kind of that goes this way, and then we're gonna have to eventually take the other road that leads upward to this prominent point that I wanted to eventually get to. So, okay, back to Silver Scarab. Get those juicy lore drops. In time of need here, what is our emergency go-to? Instead of the rotten winged insignia, I would rather switch to... I mean, that's an okay one, but it would be much better if we had, like, basically anything else. Basically anything. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to think about exactly what I would want in a pinch. That's nearby in my menu that allows me to quickly, in the heat of battle, switch to something that's more useful. But that's my min-max brain, my min-max cat laser brain there in action. Thinking about these fine little points that really don't matter nearly as much as just not being a complete dingus when you're fighting ancient dragon men. Focus on the fight and not what talismans you've got equipped. That's the important point. Is this a horny bird? Did we find another horny bird? I think we did. It's a horny bird. Torrent, your head's in the way. But I think we found a horny bird. Okay. Did not quite mean to slide off the ledge there. They do drop beast horns as well. This... I love this. I'm so curious. Maybe there have been other critters that I haven't noticed yet that also have horns, but I love that. This is obviously a prominent motif or theme in the Shadow Realm. The presence of so many creatures sprouting those horns, and I love that they are just every so often one of the critters is sprouting them as well. Random shit dying. Okay, I'll take it. Oh, anytime you go into any sort of a... I guess this is not a super wide open area. But I'm always nervous about a dragon flying in or something. I think we might be finding a cave. That's what it looks like here. Okay, cave has been found. Oh my gosh. A dragon's pit. Dragon's pit. Shall we take a peek in the dragon's pit? What the heck? Is that a beast skeleton, like from Farum Azula. Is that what I'm looking at there? I think we're gonna have to bust out our holy pods, guys. Oh boy. Dragon Pit. Well, I mean, the dragons were obviously very connected. The ancient dragons, for sure, connected to Farum Azula. So, not actually that's actually a pretty sensical connection to see Skelly Beastmen. Okay, Dragon Pit is on our map. Not gonna do it right this second, but let's add that to our list of add our to-do list. Added. I swear I can speak. Words can speak. The Dragon Pit has been added to our to-do list. That is the important part. And now okay, this is a way back down to where we started our DLC adventure. No need to go that way, though. Not right this second, that's for sure. So, Dragon Pit. And now let's circle back to the Pillar Path waypoint. We'll take the long road, just in case there's something I missed. We'll do the sightseeing in the process. There is this massive tower at the end of the path here that we're eventually making our way toward. I don't think I had actually verbally noted it, but I definitely had made visual note of it. Mental note. It doesn't strike me as a divine tower. I don't even know if we're going to be getting, if they're going to be running back the Great Runes, or extending, I should say, extending the Great Runes mechanic. Will that be one of the big acquisitions that we get from, you know, a demigod style boss? Don't even know if that's going to be a thing in the DLC. So who knows if there's going to be divine towers. Slow down, Torrent. Slow down. You got to come to a full stop here if you want Torrent to get back to just a very casual trot, which is what I generally want when I'm going through an area for the first time. No need to... We're not speedrunning here. No speedrunning being done. The range! The range on Sacred Blade, though. Of course, the one statue that was actually an enemy was the one that the item was by. Wait a second. Oh, we just completed our outfit. Gravebird bracelets. Boom. Stone bracelets with a tinge of green. Really? One of a set of armor pieces cast in the image of the Gravebird. I don't see any green on this. Maybe this is the, this is just what the Gravebirds say when they go out for St. Paddy's Day. Oh yeah, I definitely have a tinge of green on my bracelet. Don't you see it? Gravebirds are ancient golems created to guard the spirit graves built where all manners of death ultimately drift. Gravebird bracelets. You know what? I'm not so sure. Not so sure if I'm digging those. We'll roll with it for now, but I might readjust at some point. The rest of the Gravebird outfit is okay. Bracelets, kinda whatever. Where are we at here? Let's check over to the east. One of those things that happens in Elden Ring as you are exploring is... This is not just cat laser brain. It's, I think, just natural curiosity to... Because of the way they construct the world, your eyes are drawn to these other sites. And you're like, huh, what's this place? To be discovered eventually. Maybe part of Shadow Altus. There's our Mikola cross down there with Thiollier. And it looks like we might have a larval tier. Extra glowy gravestones. Giving us a larval tier. There we go. Oh, I see these. I see these guys. Wait a second. These guys look like they've got something a little different coming out of their mouths. I see what looks like ghost flame just barely seeping out, and I don't want to have anything to do with that. Don't even start with ghost flame. If that is indeed what those buggers had in mind, don't want nothing to do with it. Yeah, where you're supposed to be a bird, aren't you? Why are you? Are you really having trouble getting up to me? I see one of them has. Yep, there it is. There it is. Oh my God, there's 3 of them now. Hold on. Get just close enough so I can do my... Ah, you ran behind the tree. I was trying to avoid the tree. Okay. Okay, that was pretty cool. That was a pretty cool attack. They do seem weak to holy. I guess that makes sense if they are associated with death. Kind of checks out. Wasn't necessarily expecting a 2-for-1 there, but I'll take it. Yeah, if they're associated with death, of course they would be weak to holy. Duh. Duh. It's only natural. Okay, we're eventually getting to the tower here. I'm just doing my due diligence to try to check it all. Checking all the parts of the map here. There is this ledge over here that I think we can only jump to from this side. That's what it looks like. Chill. Chill, my dude. What's the big deal? Ah, and we have not been back through here yet. So I do in fact want to... Yoy! Oh, hi. Hi. I was trying to do my guard counters, but those multi-pecks were interrupting my my guard counters. I wonder if I had kept the Endure Ash of War, if that would help. Given me that extra poise, would I be able to poise through and execute my guard counters no matter what? What are they hiding back over here, though, I wonder? Lightning rams? Is this another lightning ram hideout? Gotta be something, right? Some extra horny deer. It really is looking like there's nothing. Nothing of import, which is a little curious. It's very rare for this to happen in Elden Ring. Almost always an isolated ledge or plateau, you know, has at least, ooh, Arteria leaf, something like that. Not that we haven't found any Arteria leaves yet in the DLC, which is a little sad. But I would have expected there to be something around this way. Maybe I'm blind. And I've just passed by something that's going to look glaringly obvious when I go back to edit. Like, how did you walk right by that one gravestone that was actually a sus gravestone that led down to the secret uber special dragon pit cellar? That's a pretty cool trick you got. I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot better than the average grave bird. I'll give you that. All right, I think I have. I've explored around this tower as thoroughly as I can. Surprisingly, not really, nothing really to find. Not even, you know, little extra crafting materials or extra special crafting materials. So I guess this is the main event, the suppressing pillar. Suppressing pillar, up we go. Whee! What are we suppressing? Pray tell. There's a chest and a gravestone. Oh yeah, I can totally read that. It says, in the beginning, there was a suppressing pillar. The end. What a great story. Wow. I do wish it were a different part of the day. Give us a little bit more visibility. We're here at nighttime. But it is what it is. We can still see the shadow tree. Just the most important part, I suppose. Okay, well, what's in the chest? Oh, a legendary item? Ancient Dragon Smithing Stone. Okay. A very useful crafting material. Cool. And yeah, now we have made our way to the very edge of the earth here. Do I want to take the time to check out the Dragon's Pit, or do I want to continue the overworld exploration? I think we will do... Well, Oh! I always forget about the menu spoilers, guys. Or the map spoilers. Igon is the name of our legless character on the road. Okay. So Igon... I wonder, in order to complete whatever his little quest line is, do we have to go into the Dragon Pit? And also, is it possible that maybe the Nameless Mausoleum was down here? Because isn't there supposed to be a Nameless Mausoleum where these glowworms are? Let's make our way back here. I think we're going to continue. Well, we're going to do one thing. We're just going to be 100% thorough here. We're just going to do one thing before we warp back. And maybe I won't even warp back. Maybe we'll take the long way just to keep scouring the landscape. But I'm searching. I'm going to send the elevator up here to make sure that there's not some sort of an elevator secret. Have we really had any elevator secrets? There have been elevator secrets in Elden Ring. But they've mainly been of the variety where there's a passage, a window, or some sort of opening that is along the elevator as you are riding it. Not so much in secrets that you need to discover once you've sent the elevator on its way and left you behind. I see some of those glowworms. Maybe have similar logic to the jellyfish, where when they first pop in, they look red momentarily. I think I want to explore down in this direction because maybe this is our nameless mausoleum down here. So let's make our way back around. I guess we'd have to go all the way. Maybe then. I don't want to, we're still exploring a new realm, right? And so riding through an area that you've been through only once, just to make sure, that's another way to be thorough about things and make sure that you're not missing anything too crazy. Although, we do have to remember that the Circle Blade Horny Boy is down here. Waiting to ambush us. Although I guess we already passed him, so there you go. Easy. And then we did explore this tent here, correct? Now I think we're moving on to new ground. It might not be a nameless mausoleum. It actually looks pretty different from the first mausoleum that we found. There are definitely blood fiends, though. Who are they fighting? Who are they fighting? One of the Mesmer soldiers. I guess we're helping out the Mesmer soldier here. We've decided to take the side of... I think we do we get a noticeable damage boost if we do pull off a spontaneous guard. I feel like that is... Can I get the... Dang it. Can I get the riposte from that guy's stance break? Let me in there. Wait, I got the Mesmer soldier. Okay, somebody's stance was broken, and I was going to take advantage, and so I did. The Lord of Chaos does not discriminate. If there's a broken stance, he will take advantage. It is so foggy. Good night. These guys will let be. Just wanted to whet my appetite with a little bit. A little bit of Blood Fiend Mesmer Soldier action, but not quite that hungry today as the Lord of Chaos. Free runes as random stuff dies. What a great feeling. What a great feeling. We could go down here, couldn't we? Okay, we will get there eventually. There is an entrance here. Okay. Is it just another dungeon? Ruined Forge lava intake. The hell? Not a nameless mausoleum, notably. There's a spirit here to talk to. I want to take a peek. Yeah, okay. Lava confirmed. The, I gotta give him props. The dungeons so far, or at least we've only really done the, what was it called? Have to remind myself here. The Bellaret Jail. That's really the only DLC dungeon. They have really stepped up the size and scope and just level of detail in these dungeons so far is ridiculous. So good. By grace, if ever I see another rock, I shall find it. Of this I have no doubt. The altar of the forge cannot be far. The altar of the forge. Okay. All right. I feel like I'm very much in survey mode right now. Survey mode is where my mind is at. I just don't feel like sinking my teeth into anything today. I just kind of want to get a lay of the land, you know? See what's going on with all the things. You ever feel like that? I feel that's definitely where my head is at today. Okay, we're going to put another point in faith. As we live at that very scary level of 40 vigor. Yet another level that's not being put into vigor. What is wrong with me? And let's see what's over in this direction. Down this road. More blood fiends. Am I hearing... I feel like I'm hearing wings or something. Maybe I'm hearing things, but it sounded like there was giant flapping wings or something. Have we found our way down to the poison swamp? That's what... Oh. Oh, if only I had realized that I was headed to a poison swamp. I'm so glad that Torrent just shrugs off the poison swamps. Torrent, you're the best. Okay, let's get into it. Well, we're not getting into the poison swamp just yet. We're just making our way down in... Oh, there is an item back here. There's an item. Feels like there's been so few items today. Booby trap? Excuse me. Festive grease? Coat's armament granting wielder trace amounts of runes on landing attacks. Did we just get greed grease? Solidified knot grease, made from a mixture of bone shards. Imparts a festive incantation that grants the wielder a scant few runes on landing attack. The delightful festival is an old tradition, one old enough for the Erdtree to tacitly tolerate its endurance. Festive grease. Party like the Erdtree is no longer on fire. Party like the Elden Beast just landed from the stars. Festival is on. Okay. Yeah, there's a shack over there, looks like. In land yet to be uncovered on the map. Frickin' festive grease. The only thing that's better than a poison swamp is when you have giant poisonous lobsters that jump out of that poisonous swamp at you. I'm sure that totally won't happen here, though. Right, guys? Totally won't happen. Definitely never gonna happen. We are getting, oh my god, 8 toxic mosslings. Get your toxic crafting mats here. One time only. Get them before they go. Because once they're gone, they aren't coming back. I cannot access my map. Okay. Okay, I am... What the fuck? Poison traps. I feel like Vulgar Militia have to be... Of course it would... Of course we would be set upon by the mini-me's. Because only they can prevent the Lord of Chaos from not staying toxin free. Okay, I'm two-handing my torch. This is good. Give me my shield back here, please. Give me my shield back. You all can get out of here. Oh my god, poison traps. Frickin'. That's some toxic poison, by the way. That I was not even Blessing of the Erdtree could keep up with that. Jesus. Oh my god. I really need to stay off the center of the road, don't I? Okay, we're going down. Oh, interesting. Okay, we aren't headed down in a new direction here that I want to explore. Let me just make sure we scour the poison swamp fully before we do that. So I can say that I am never going to come back here. Don't really feel like tussling with a fully grown Miranda Blossom, but I will grab the purple item. Greater Potentates Cookbook 7. Yay! New cookbook. How much do you want to bet that that cookbook is going to let me craft something poison related, huh? How many runes would you bet? Oh, wait a second. We can make it to the shack. So we are off the map, aren't we? Okay. And there's a spirit spring. Wait a minute. No, is it a spirit spring or is it a person? What? Must look more closely. Or, okay, I felt like from a distance it looked like a person who was like kneeling or meditating or something. Huh? We have a piece of intel about this, don't we? Need to remind myself here. Should you chance upon a sealed spirit spring... Oh, look for stacked stones nearby. Look for stacked stones nearby. So not directly these guys here, but nearby. Stacked stones. Where those be? Up here? It would make sense that they would be above the spirit spring, wouldn't they? Wouldn't that be the logical place to look? Oh, hello. Okay. Can I interact with this, or I just hit it? Ta-da! I like that message. Somewhere, a spirit spring has been unsealed. I wonder, guys. I wonder where it is. Wow. Dude, the spirit spring looks so fancy. That is a new, upgraded look. Everything's got to get a spiffy new coat of paint here in the DLC. I like it. Should we just check it out, guys, and see? In a moment we will. But let's go to this shack first. I'm already pressing the limits of what I allow myself. Like, we're off the map, guys. Oh my god, we're exploring where the map is not revealed. Oh no. Oh dear god, somebody call the Elden Ring exploration police. Because Akinar is off of the map. What the fuck? So, we're already pushing the limits of what I normally will allow myself to do. But at least it feels like we're at the end of the road in this direction. Elder's Hovel. Item or spirit? We'll talk to the spirit first. Well, first we'll take a look at the spirit. Elder's Hovel. Oh, you got some horns going on there too, because don't everybody in this place. O Baal, Tyrant Drake, do your wounds yet ache? Is your fury still yet to crest its zenith? Hurry, hurry, and lay it all to waste. Lay waste to the proud, the conceited, each every last one of that arrogant lot. Oh, okay, so Baal is a dragon, huh? Is your fury still yet to crest its zenith? Lay waste to every last one of that arrogant lot. Okay, we had seen... I love this. We're getting a little bit of a preview. The ghosts, they give us those previews of what's to come. And somewhere maybe in this area, or perhaps over here, there's a freaking giant dragon wing over here, right? Can't quite see the rest of what's attached to that dragon wing. Like, is this Baal? Baal's got to be a boss fight, right? Dragon boss fights in a FromSoft DLC. Oh, all of a sudden I've got some energy. I am stoked thinking about a dragon boss fight. Talisman of the Dread. Raises potency of magma? Talisman depicting the dread dragon of the jagged peak, whose roars cause the peak's molten fury to boil and churn. Baal was the foul dragon's name, a terrible harbinger of destruction whose challenge to the ancient dragon lord ended in grievous mutual injury. Yo, this dude was trying to go up against Placidusax, huh? Bale. There's a somewhat of a, obviously the art style in World of Warcraft is much more of a there's a much more cartoonish, lighthearted art style compared to a game like Elden Ring, but this artwork here kind of makes me think of Deathwing. For those who are familiar, Deathwing kind of has, it's a similar look. And it's one of the coolest, maybe the coolest enemy or boss, or the style and the design of Deathwing is one of my favorites from that game. And I cannot wait to, I'm sure I'm going to eventually be tilted off the face of the earth at how frustratingly difficult Bale turns out to be, because it's a freaking dragon in a FromSoft DLC. But also, raises potency of magma, though. Is that what the Dragon Man was unleashing against us? Oh, look at this, guys. We can craft a hefty poison pot. Who would have guessed? Cool, cool, cool. Probably with our toxic mosslings over here. Sweet. Okay, well, I'm sure that will be the ultimate weakness of Bale, right? Bale will be weak to the hefty poison pots. So we'll have plenty. We are ready to go. Raises the power of magma. Spirit Springtime. Whee! Oh my god. Okay, that didn't take us as nearly as high as I was thinking it might. We're still off the map. Oh, this is. Oh, there's a Spirit Spring up here as well. Oh my god. The anxiety that I'm having right now, guys, from being off the map. It's just nobody else in the audience can relate to it. But it does make me a little unsettled. But we're pressing forward here. We're having a little fun. I said I'm in scouting mode today. And that's what we're doing. I'm going outside of my comfort zone. Whee! Shadow Altus and Fort of Reprimand. Dang. Well, that's a back door. What an entrance. What a backdoor entrance that is. Sus floor. This feels like this should open. Fort of Reprimand. And that was the Elder's Hovel that we checked out. Okay. Once again, we're getting a foothold into a place that we are not going to explore. We are going to go right back down. Oh, wait a second, though. Oh, I actually can't go right back down from the way I came, because if I do that, like, I have no way of summoning Torrent, and that's my only safe way back down a Spirit Spring. That was a one-way Spirit Spring. Who's this over here? Oh, never mind. I thought I saw a person. Those are birds. Those are birds. Okay. All right, so the music is interesting because I think it is actually playing the base game castle theme. So that's an interesting addition there. So in order to finish, there was one more. I wanted to finish exploring down in this direction. That's what I wanted to do. So we need to, I guess, head back to the Ruined Forge lava intake. Would it make any sense for us to go? I think I will quickly, actually. We make our way out of the lava intake to where we can warp. Let's actually just do a quick check-in with Igon. I don't think he would react to us picking up this. We'll actually put it on. You never know. Wearing talismans or articles of clothing sometimes has an effect on the dialogue of certain characters. But not this time. So, we go to the Ruined Forge lava intake. I just want to keep going. I want to fully explore that direction with the stupid little miniature vulgar militiamen and their poison, their dorky little poison traps. Oh, it's so much, man. It is so much prettier when it's daytime. Man alive. Wait, what the hell? Did we? I don't remember this guy being here before. Well, it was nighttime, and like I said, you really can't see shit at night. So, blood fiends and dog carcasses on the ground, they sort of blend in with the territory. I still feel like I'm hearing wings flapping, but it's probably just the enemies. It's probably just the enemies off to the side that are attacking each other. Was there anything up here? No. Okay, back down we go. Give me my Rata Fruit. And we go this way. I'll go on the left-hand side this time. If there's anything up here that I missed. That's cool, though. We unlocked our first Spirit Spring. And now we know the gag. For future reference. Oh, I do love how Torrent... It must have done this before in the base game, but Torrent's hooves do turn green, at least for some period of time. I'm not sure I noticed that from the base game, or maybe that's a new thing in the DLC. I don't know. Trying not to fall to my death while getting attacked by vicious pigs. And now we will stay to the side to hopefully avoid poison traps. Hopefully. There's a crab. Is this our first DLC crab? We haven't had DLC crabs yet, have we? I was expecting some to pop out previously in the area where we found the Ghost Flame dragon, but I don't think we've actually tussled with one yet. Another DLC first. Yay. Can you tell? Oh no! Oh, I thought that was a gravity death. Everything's fine. Everything is okay. No big deal. Everything is a-okay. There's another cave here, isn't there? Oh, I was gonna say I thought I heard company. Okay. Started to get focused into crab mode, and then I had to pivot back to dealing with those buggers. Oh, actually, lightning would be so much better, wouldn't it? Lightning would be a better way to go, I think. At least while the crab is in the water. The damage on this Great Hammer, I was not, we didn't have it teched correctly before. We needed the sacred tech, because now it feels like we are hitting hard. I like it. I still don't really feel like bothering with a Miranda Blossom. So I think we're just going to run on by. And maybe grab another checkpoint. Another site of grace. Oh, never mind. It's not a cave in that sense. It's not a dungeon. It's just a little side cave with a new crafting material. Deep purple lily. Grows in the blue flower field at the coast. Like a syrupy poison, its nectar lulls the imbiber into sweet, velvety sleep. Okay. Well, that sounds lovely. I don't have my lantern on. Lantern, please. Boy, that helps so much. I kinda just need my torch. It is so dark. Everywhere we go today, it's way too dark. Where are we going here? We're still able to ride Torrent. Oh my gosh, are we going all the way to the riverbed? Is this how you get, or maybe one of the ways that you get to the riverbed? That I would not have guessed. Oh, that is actually very cool. If that is what we're doing. I see a site of grace. Oh, and that's a spirit ash upgrade. Oh, cool. What a oh my god. I'm telling you guys. I mean, you guys know this. But I'm telling you, the exploration. I don't have a ton of open world experience. I feel like we talked about this at the very start of the playthrough. Really, the only open world game that I played before this was Breath of the Wild. Don't have a ton of experience. But all I know is that the exploration in Elden Ring feels like it's pretty tough to beat. Pretty tough to live up to. We're gonna go ahead and sit at the Elec River Cave. Not enough yet for a Revered Spirit Ash Blessing upgrade, even with that pickup. Now, there's definitely part of me that is very curious to keep exploring into this riverbed. But we have this checkpoint here now. We could continue exploring from here later. I think as we wind down the episode, I think what I want to do is I want to explore the Dragon's Pit. We've kind of had dragons as kind of the backdrop, it feels like, of this episode so far. There's been dragon men. There's been all sorts of talk of Baal. And it feels very fitting for us to finally sink our teeth into one of these many areas that we've been scouting out. And why not check out the Dragon's Pit and see if, in fact, we are dealing with some skelly boys here. Holy water pot. It's been a while since I've thrown one of these. Oh, okay, well, just like the Farum Azula skelly boys, they're not... Oh! I forgot fire is part of their playbook. There's another one of our friends down here. Oh, I forgot. You gotta do the skelly thing. You gotta do the skelly thing. Must do the skelly thing. If the water pots don't finish them off, then you gotta do it yourself. I am wondering if I want to keep this flask distribution. Is 11.3 going to be a good way to go inside of a cave? Because I do want to be giving myself a trickle heal at some point. I didn't talk about it, but I have switched, at least for the moment, to this tower shield. So we're not our friendly, ever-present trickle heal is not something that we are just constantly getting. I guess if I really wanted to, I could switch to, you know, something that grants me some FP restoration. We have a trickle. I was thinking off camera. We picked up this Blessed Blue Dew talisman. So it's not a trickle heal, it's a trickle Teal. Mass unsubs, unfollows from Akinar TV. That was the day, that was the moment that his channel went downhill. Okay, so, you know, we've got options to sustain us through whatever we go through here in the Dragon Pit. Right? What we need to do now is pick a direction. Oh, okay, this is just a, well, you never know. It's just an item at the end of a passageway. You say that, and then the floor caves in on you. Never just assume that anything is face value when you're dealing with FromSoft. Okay. Why do we play these games, guys? Why do we play them? We play them because then, well, I was gonna say we get exposed to these awesome viewpoints, these awesome vistas. I'm not so sure this one is that awesome. We have a Lord Vessel. It all comes back to DS1. We have a Lord Vessel full of blood. I could have, you know, I could have left that one off of the Elden Ring DLC bingo card. That would have been okay with me. Is there anybody here to the left? Get done. Get out of here. What do we have here? Oh, we have an ambush. Because of course we do. That's why we have holy pots. Get that ambush out of here. That growling sounds more intimidating than normal. But I can't see exactly where it's coming from. How do we get there? Do we get there? Or is that just something to look at? Only for looking and not touching. Is there an invisible walkway that leads over to that thing? What are we doing here? I am forgetting as well that I do have Sacred Blade. I can imbue my blade. Imbue my blade. It's not a blade, it's a hammer. It has Sacred Blade, but it's still a hammer. Figure that one out. Oh my god, does that up the damage or what against these guys? And it looks like it actually just permadeaths them. Okay. Wow. Oh my god, that damage. Wow. So we have the absolute perfect, I'm too short. Perfect weapon for this place. Look at that. Just barely noticed that guy was coming after me. Just barely turned around in time. Okay. All right, there's the diverging paths are giving me indecision, but I think I want to go this way to, because this goes down to the big bloody bowl, doesn't it? And is this a message? This is a message. These look different. We are playing offline still, but it looks like the messages have a different look to them in the DLC. Is that correct? Be brave, show no fear. I think that's what we're doing here, guys. And of course, we have items that can tell us whether we're on the right track or not. But this is exactly where my brain went. Just because, okay, like, there's a very prominent bull that is across the way. And how else would we get there? But there's also, I'm not going to say what game, because I don't want to spoil. But there is a game that I have played in the past. Did not record it, did not... I actually did stream it. But there's a part of one game that has a very similar setup with candles or lighting that's done in a way that makes it very suggestive. Oh. Well, never mind. That there's an invisible walkway. Okay, well, hold that thought. Interestingly, do the glowstones not make a sound? The glowstones do not make a sound. Fascinating. Well, never mind. So that whole show no fear. I mean, gosh, that feels like... Maybe it's just confirming the way that my brain wanted to go in thinking that there's an invisible walkway. So maybe I've been misdirected from what that's actually trying to clue us into. Is it that big a deal, though, if we just YOLO? 40k souls? Maybe we need to... Maybe the point is that you don't just walk off, but you have to jump off. Because the invisible walkway... How could we test this? The invisible walkway... That lightning bolt went all the way to the... I thought maybe that you had to jump across some gap here and then you get the invisible walkway, but that doesn't seem to be the case either. So I'm gonna look very silly here in just a second, but this sure feels like what the game is telling us to do. That was sweet. That was sweet, dude. Am I sinking in quicksand here? What's going on? Wow. What the fuck? That was my glowstone. My glowstone just went out. Holy shit. Talk about a shortcut to the boss? That was ridiculous. Okay. It's the dragon man again. I'm 2-handing my shield. God damn it. Not 2-handing my shield. I'm trying to attack with my seal. I wanted to activate this thing. Ancient Dragon Man strikes again. Okay, well, this is the Ancient Dragon Man episode, everybody. Hope y'all are enjoying it. Trying to get spontaneous guards as much as possible, but that does mean that sometimes my guard is down. Nope. No, god damn it. That blood loss. I was not watching the blood loss. There is a Stake America. Didn't notice that. Okay. Fucking ancient dragon, man. This guy. He's so like his mask is pretty cool. The mask is pretty sweet, but he's just so he's so scrawny. This is like the least intimidating presence ever. I forget we have Scarlet Aeonia. That would be an okay thing for us to oh yeah, I forgot Silver Scarab. What do we do instead of Silver Scarab? I'm liking the guard counter build. This is the guard counter build, which I did not talk about to start the episode, but that's what we've been using the whole time. And I like it. So what do I want to add to that guard counter build? Robustness? Yeah. Sure. Seems good. And then we do the do. We do the do. Don't even probably need this protection of the Erdtree. But I'm gonna do it. Dude! Oh, he was about to spit magma. He was about to do the magma spitting thing. God damn. That is such a cool move. Magma! Oy! That looks so... The little... I don't know why that cracks me up. How did he miss us? Oh my god! Dragon Maw. I know that move. I know that hurts as well. I do not want any part of that business. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No Dragon Maw for you. We do get a Dragon Hunter's Great Katana? Why does that sound sick as fuck? Dang it, I need 20 dexterity. It has Dragon Wound Slash. Great Katana with spines of gravelstone along its blade, wielded by the ancient Dragon Man of the Dragon's Pit. Has an anti-dragon effect. Formerly a Dragon Communion warrior, the ancient Dragon Man was once arbiter of those worthy to devour the Dreaded One? What? Jura tried to warn us. Jura? Did I just say Jura? Jura. Jura. Bloodborne, anyone? Too many similar sounding names in these games, guys. Dragon Wound Slash, designed to hunt colossal dragons. This skill cloaks the armament with a jagged gravelstone aura before performing a high leaping slash. Charge the attack to also fire off the aura. We're going to momentarily equip. We have a talisman that gets us to the appropriate dexterity threshold just so we can try this out. Because we have to give it a try. Dragon Wound Slash, go. And then you could say you could charge it up. Oh, and then it unleashes the actual. Oh shit. Oh, so sick, dude. We can't adjust the affinity at all, so there's no phase scaling on it. But I'm loving the weapons. The weapon options in the DLC so far. So good. So, is this a door we can open? It is. There's like a whole nother part of the dungeon that we haven't even explored yet. We do have the option to return to the entrance, but we're not doing that yet. Because, hey, the YOLO paid off. Feels okay. YOLO into the, YOLO into the abyss. And now we have another side of grace. Yeah, that was seriously, now that I think of it, man, we are really bringing back all the DS1 shouts, aren't we? We just YOLO'd it down to the Four Kings, except it was the Ancient Dragon Man. And now we are back out. What was that sound? Foot of the Jagged Peak. Not my lantern. What is that sound? Is that just part of the soundtrack? Oh, shit. I think this is what we saw on... This is what we saw on the loading screens. There was a depiction of a dragon with, at the time, what I thought... There are some massive noises being made in the background, and I... Oh boy. I thought that that loading screen was showing us somewhere in Mount Gelmir. This is the place. We're still off the map, guys. We're off the map here. Dragon Pit's Terminus. Dude, oh, this is so much fun. Is this a lightning sheep? Lightning ram? They got lightning sheep up here. Yeah. You're trying your best to not go into lightning mode. You don't want to have anything to do with me. So I'm gonna let you be. We have a dragon pit to continue exploring, but I love these footholds and these previews that we are getting. Whetting our appetite with what's to come. But you know how we roll. The mini boss is not the end of the dungeon. Whoa! Was the light coming in like this before? It must have been. It just looked extra bright there for a second. That was cool. Let's go to the entrance. It's gonna... The enemies and stuff are gonna be respawned here, but we can get back to where we were. I think I can remember, especially when we have this sacred enchanted... What a perfect Ash of War to pair with this weapon. When we have this sort of power level, there is nothing that these skeletons can do to stop us. Is this guy still following? Sure enough. Sure enough, he was still following. Much to his chagrin. Or his eventual chagrin. He just didn't realize it yet. We'd been down this road before, but you know, skeletons, they respawn. The bonfire wipes their memory when they respawn. It's too much to ask the skeletons to keep track of what's happened before. The lessons that they should have learned in dealing with a sacred hammer-wielding Lord of Chaos. I did not sit at the side of grace, and therefore I have not replenished my flasks. So we're running at a bit of a... I guess I just... This is what you get for assuming. Why did I think that warping back to the entrance would be equivalent to respawning, refilling my flasks? Why would I think that? This is what you get when you assume. Are you serious? Are you serious? There's a magma worm here? There's a fucking magma worm? I was not expecting this big of a fight. I thought we were just going to be dealing with a bunch of piddly skeletons, beastie skelly boys. But no, instead we get hit with this shit. Magma worm. It is the dragon's pit, though. What did I expect? Yeah, a little hard to do a guard counter against that move. Scarlet Rot doing work, by the way, as per usual. What else is new? Okay, you are done for Dragonheart. And an ancient dragon smithing stone. Oh, shit. Doing that with like half flasks as well. Okay, there you go. So glad that we came back for that. Who doesn't love tussling with the magma worms? That's where we're gonna wrap up this installment of Elden Ring. Ladies and gentlemen, if you did enjoy the video, you know what to do. Hit that like button, do the YouTube thing. It is so awesome having y'all here for every step of this journey. This DLC is just crazy so far. We've only started. We've only just begun. And it is what an amazing, they are doing it, right? The FromSoft formula of dialing everything to its, boiling it all down to its essence and being able to get the best of the best. They're putting new, did the Magma Worm even have a new move there? Feels like these enemies that we faced before, they're finding ways to make those fights fresh. Dorky dragon men and all. But every area that we're sort of briefly setting foot in and getting a hint of, I'm so anxious to really dive into each one of these areas. Dragons in this direction. The we had that fight that we previewed over here with stepping through the sending gate, the imbued stone sword key. And there's still the second objective that I had that we were going to get to. We didn't even get close to that because this world is massive. And just, oh, we're just going to wander down to the bottom here to this suppressing pillar. And it turned out that was the episode. So there you go. Where will we start next time? I think we'll probably continue the exploration. Maybe we'll start here in the riverbed under the Great Bridge and make our way up in that direction. That probably sounds like a decent game plan. But either way, it's going to be a blast. Next time. Scary noises and all. Thank you all very much for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next one.